Season 18. We are at round 5 with the Austrian Grand Prix. We are back also with myself, Storm, and Liam. How are you feeling for this one tonight, Liam?
I'm hoping it will be a good show, something to cheer me up after the disaster of Prospect here, but I'm hoping these guys can certainly... Well, Austria is usually a very entertaining race, so... And these guys don't disappoint, so... Just do your thing.
Austria known as one of the shortest tracks for qualifying laps. What times do you reckon we will be seeing this evening?
I'm thinking maybe high 1 minute 2s, maybe mid 1 minute 2s. I'm not quite sure how quick. I'm not quite 100% sure though. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm thinking maybe low 1 minute 3s, high 1 minute 2s.
So we are just waiting for the lobby, I believe. We're just waiting for a few drivers. While we are waiting for the lobby to start and the qualifying to start, One Hub Racing is sponsored by ERT, which is Elite Racing Team. They are also providing the Going Gets Tough award, which the winner is someone outside the top 3 of the championship, and they get a sim racing cockpit from Next Level Racing as well for getting the Going Gets Tough award. So just look at the pre-race interviews, if I can get them up.
No problem. I will have a quick look for the driver's press conference. And when you're done, we'll have a read through the driver's press conference for this week, and the rivalries as well.
So just looking at the pre-race interviews from some of the drivers, we have Key SF1. So he was asked, we were back at Austria where it all started last season. Was it a good place for you last time out, or will you be looking for a better result? He's put, can't remember last time, but I'll be looking for a good result. The second question was, are you seeking a wet race this week? He's put no. And the final 2 questions were, does a mandatory 2-stop help or hinder you in your race so far this season? He put, it helps him. And this marks the halfway point in the championship already. Are you where you should be? He's put higher than I predicted, so yeah. What are your goals this week? He wants to score points. So that's one of the pre-race interviews.
Well, the drivers in the rivalries press conference this week were Vitinho and Riley. And we only have one answer from it is Vitinho, I believe, yes. And the question was, if you'll just give me 2 seconds, it was asking Vitinho, is Riley McLaren's weak link this season? And his reply he doesn't think so. He's good. He's pretty quick, and he showed in China he can do better and get good results. So. But you also think it is hard because of how competitive this tier is. And unfortunately we don't have Riley's response, but Vitinho keeping it, being very respectful in his interview, unlike some people have been in the past in the rivalry section, but still waiting on these guys readying up, but should be any minute now and we'll be underway into qualifying.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting one because we don't know if it's going to be dry or wet for the race. But who knows, we could get a wet race and it could really spice up with the 2 mandatory pit stops. So just wait for the drivers to... I think they're waiting for the tier host, which is Lukey. So we've got a full, 19 on the grid. So we're just missing 1 driver this week.
Great attendance from the guys this week. definitely. You had a few absentees last week, but it seems to back and forth this week. I have to say that we're really going out strong with the attendance this week. So, 19 drivers in Austria. The qualifying gap is usually very small, so expect a very close grid in qualifying and in the race. So, I'm going to ask you off the bat, who's your money on going into the race?
Well, I predicted it well last week with Danestar, so obviously with a few more drivers here this week, it's going to be a tough one, I think. Seeing as Scorpion Hun was up there last week, I think I'm going to go with Scorpion Hun this week. My money's on, I think, to get the race win in that Ferrari.
Interesting, so not his teammate Chris in the other Ferrari, who's been up there more consistently than Scorpion 9, but I respect your decision, and if you're going to stick by Scorpion, I'm going to put my money on Danestar again.
That's an interesting one, as I picked him last week.
Yep, I'm just taking inspiration from you, yeah. You picked so well last week, I'm just going to steal your pick.
Well, it's there available. We are now going to get underway with a short qualifying of 18 minutes. Let's just see if we get a wet qualifying. That would be interesting, because we won't know if the drivers go for the dry setup or the wet setup.
Well, it depends. All really depends on the weather in the race, because if it's a dry race and a wet qualifying, obviously you're going to go for the dry setup, because why only put a setup on for qualifying and hinder yourself in the race when you can just hinder yourself for that 18 minutes of quali and have a great setup for the race?
Yeah. I think also one to watch is ERT Nick. He gained quite a few positions last week. Oh, we've got a dry qualifying, so maybe a dry or wet race, but we won't know that at the moment. So we'll just wait for the first driver to exit the pits. We'll get all the stuff up on the...
Well, while we're waiting on these guys running out of the pits, would you like to run us through the standings going into round 5 if you can?
Yeah, I will do. As I've just been informed, it's a dry quali and a dry race, so we won't see any rain. Unfortunately, I'll just get the standings up.
As you have a few cars going out on track, it looks like a McLaren, both Ferraris and a Renault at the moment. That's just what I can see at the moment. I will have a quick switcheroo, and we have a Red Bull out of Dundee as well. So a few guys coming out quite early to get a quick run in on their soft tyres.
So, regarding the Precision Tier driver standings, Chris has actually taken the lead of the championship by 1 point. He's on 52 points. Then it's Scorpion Hun in second on 51 points. So the two Ferraris are at the top of the championship. Then we have Van Hanen in third, a little bit far, well, not a little bit. He's 45 points. In fourth, we have Don de Boer with 43. Then in fifth, we have Danestar with 29. Then in sixth, we have Flows with 22. Then we have the Oni Tamar in 7th with 22. Vatinho in P8 with 21. P9 is Corey with 20. Key SF1 is in P10. P11 is Lukey with 18. P12 is ERT Nick with 17. 13th is Riley with 15 points. 14th is Ver Martin with 10. 15th is White Fountain with 8. P16 is Rimp with 3. 17th is Assaulty Bear with 3. 18th is Pricey with 1. And then the 2 with no points is TRT Ralco, and I believe it's a new driver that's come in, which is, I think it's Kian. Just trying to read the small print.
Kian is the new guy this week, but I believe he has been with One Hub Racing in the past, so expecting strong showing from him, considering he does have history with the league.
Yeah, and also just with the precision.
Across the line are Salted Down on the board with 1 minute freeze, and then Chris follows suit, sticking it on provisional pole, but obviously 15 minutes ago this isn't the best representation of these guys' pace.
Yeah. As I was saying, with the precision tier constructors, we've got Ferrari in front with 103. Then Red Bull are second with 65. Mercedes are third with 46. Fourth is Haas with 45. McLaren is fifth with 34. AlphaTauri is sixth with 29. Seventh is Williams with 27. Eighth is Renault with 23. Racing Point is 9th with 23, and rounding off in 10th is Alfa Romeo with 21.
Going back into the session, we have yellow flags at the end of, well, the first corner. I believe it is Rimpe, yeah. Has been disqualified for blocking the pit lane after he spun going through turn 1.
Wow.
So Rimpe is our first disqualification in position 2 of the season, and he spun as well. We've seen that in prospect here. A few guys getting disqualified for pointing the wrong way. This game is very broken and can do that to people, even though it is the simplest of mistakes. The game does punish you like that, but well, while we were mentioning that, Reflow has gone fastest with a 1 minute 2.9.
Wow, they are really setting the laps. Even though it is a short track, track limits are not a driver's best friend, unfortunately. So we will see a lot of drivers with time penalties for corner cutting at the end. Key started on the mediums with his first lap with a 1:41. He's put himself P10. The new driver, Kian, has put himself P7 with a 1:34, so he's currently doing quite well in the Williams.
Yep, as we've got a bit of a squabble going on at what is, I believe, turn 3, as Nick getting caught up with Pricey's Racing Point there. So Nick backs out of his lap and gives his teammate Dainstar the tow going up turn 4.
Oh, there's a there's a McLaren. Key has gone into the wall after the end of sector 2. He's got a wing damage.
Has gone purple in sector 2. So go on board with Dainstar through these last 2 corners, turns 8 and 9. As there's a lot of debate as to whether this track has 9 corners or 10 corners. And Dainstar puts it P4 with a 1 minute 3.1.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think I have a glitch on my screen because it's stuck on Don de Boer as the fastest lap.
That's not great then, because his teammate currently leads the way in the race for pole. But we've still got quite a few guys who have not set their lap time yet. We've got 5 drivers at the moment.
Yeah.
Not set lap time. As if Vahanen crosses the line to do a 1 minute 3 dead. Looks like my prediction was correct, really. We have got a very close grid at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just riding on board with one of the drivers that hasn't set a lap, which is Pricey in the Racing Point. He's going quite slow, so I don't know why he would go slow on his flying lap. Because he
might have made a mistake, so he's gearing up to go again, or he is coming in, maybe.
Oh, he's low on fuel, as the only Tomar has retired, so he's not going to set a lap.
He's retired coming through turn 1. So I'm not sure what's happened there. I'm not exactly quite sure what's happened to Toma there. He's come through turn 1 and DNF. Maybe he's got on a curb somewhere? I'm not entirely sure what's happened. We've got yellow flags in sector 3. It is a Haas of Verheyen, who is coming into the pits. So
Just see.
nothing to really worry about.
Just gonna see if I can catch someone that's not done a lap, but they're all in the pits or on an out lap. We're right on board with ERT Nick as he's still in turn 2 and 3. He's got the DRS, that Mercedes powered,
well, equal power at the moment.
yeah.
So it's not going to do him any.
No, not going to do any favours.
Really. Yeah. Who's currently on? I believe that's Chris's Ferrari is coming in. Refuel is coming in. John De Boer's been validated. Lucky Dane started both in the pit.
There is yellow flags in Sector 1.
On a lap. Yeah, it's Vitinho getting out of the way of Corey and the Renault. I believe is on a flying lap at the moment. His teammate hasn't validated. Vitinho not really pushing it, so he's probably coming in this lap. Nick as well. Oh, that was very close between Riley and Nick going up.
Yeah, I'm just on. Yeah.
Straight there. Nick going through what is turn 2, I believe? Turn 2 or turn 3. And now along the second DRS straight, braking hard on the curb about 100 metres. Touching that inside curb to get it rotated. Now power down on exit all towards turn 5. Get hooked on the car, 15 metres, brake and turn in. Will be half of the car on that outside curb, as close to that inside curb as you want, and then power down on exit towards the final corners. Nick goes, he's going to flick it right for the second to last corner, now braking before the last corner and flicking it right again. Power down and across the line. What time is it going to be and where's it going to be? Nick goes P9. Now we have Key on a flying lap. He's coming through the last 2 corners. Flicks it right for the second last corner. Braking hard and flicks it right again through the final corner. Up to the line. What time is it going to be for Key? It's going to put him 5th place with a 1 minute 2.9 as Chris has got even faster with a 1 minute 2.8 and Corey going P2 with a 1 minute 2.9.
Yeah, Ver Martin crossed the line on a flying lap, but it didn't register. So, as he's invalidated again, he's having a nightmare out there.
Pricey coming across the line now, goes 11th. Who is on a flying lap at the moment that we know of? Verheyen, no. John De Boer, maybe, no, he's not using his DRS.
Dainstar's on one.
We'll go on board with Dainstar. Here comes Nick to give him the tow up the main straight, the main overtaking straight. So Nick pulls out of the way. Dane about half a 10th up now. Flipping that inside curve, getting it pointed straight. A little bit of a twitch at the back end now, but it might cost him a little bit of time there. Having not got the power down so smoothly, but Dane braking nice and late. Power down on the exit of turn 4, using the curb on the outside. Turn 5, braking about 50 metres, and then hooking onto that inside curb, and over the outside curb on exit, through turn 6 now, and on the exit through turn 7, up towards turns 8 and 9. Try for turn 8, braking into the last corner, gets it spot on, using all of the curb possible on exit, and he puts it P2 for Dainstar.
Wow, fantastic lap from the Mercedes driver of Dainstar. Also, Corey, the Renault driver, is up to P3, so fantastic qualifying for him as well. His teammate, Salty Bear, is 12th.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's alright.
I was going to say, we saw a strong showing from Corey in China in the wet conditions where, well, I don't believe he stuck it on pole, but might have, but
Yeah. I'm just on board with
was
Scorpion
absolutely
Hun.
dominant. Yeah, so yeah, you can take over from here then.
Yeah.
I'll let you guide
Well,
us
he's
around
setting
the
purple
circuit.
sectors at the moment. He's coming through turn 8 and 9. Will he go in the pits or will he set the lap? No, he's going to set lap as he takes the second right. Oh, little bit of... Did he get it? No, he didn't. I think he had a little bit of a half spin.
That was one hell of a stuff. His teammate goes even faster with a 2.5. Can
Wow.
anyone stop the Ferrari of Chris here in Austria? He's been the most consistent out of the two Ferrari drivers so far this season, and he stuck it on pole here. So maybe the Ferraris are playing it to their strengths and giving Chris as much help as he needs to get this chipping.
Yeah, we'll just see what Lukey sets. Oh, he's invalidated.
And everyone else is in the pits currently. Yeah, Scorpion is probably going to pull onto the pits right about now. We should be seeing guys coming out for the last few runs in the next minute or so, because unless you're planning on doing 2 flying laps, I believe 3 minutes is a bit early around this track for you to be coming out.
Yeah. Also, a quick note, Flows is up quite a lot from Belgium. He qualified quite low down in Belgium, but he's got himself up to P4 in the Red Bull. He's on his out lap, so he's got out before everyone else. So he wants that fresh...
Teammates on a flying lap behind him, so he's going to have to move out of the way unless he gets his foot down right about now, because here comes Don de Boer through the middle sector. Now, into the final 2 corners he goes. What's it going to be now? Keep an eye out as he's going through the final corner now, Don de Boer. What lap time is it going to be? It is a 1 minute 2.8, so he's split. He's put the Renault of Corey in a Red Bull sandwich currently.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be Corey. We will ride on board with his other teammate, which is Flows. So, a little bit of understeer coming out of the corner. He's got DRS, so it's going to be a full send into turn 4. This is Red Bull's home race, so they are going to want to put on the show for the fans and obviously everyone watching.
I'm going to keep an eye out as Scorpion's just exited the pit lane on his out lap. His teammate hasn't came out as of yet. Nick is currently out on a lap. Dainstar hasn't come out yet either, so the top 2, well, Chris is just leaving the pit lane now, but Dainstar still staying in the pits at the moment. As now you can see on the minimap the Mercedes of Dainstar pulling out of the pits just as his teammate Nick is coming across the line to put it P8, so looks like a bit of strategic planning there from the Mercedes boys to give them that a little bit of slipstream. We'll see if this pans out for them, as Martin has gone fastest out of everyone, about 12 hundredths of a second faster than Chris, so Martin is flying at the moment.
Yeah, we will just ride on board with the 2 Mercedes, see if that tow does work when Dainstar does his flying lap. White Fountain is the only driver in the Alfa Romeo not to set a lap, so hopefully he can get a lap. Yeah, AlphaTauri, I do apologise. It's because they both start with an A.
Yeah, I know, it's very confusing. They both start out with Alpha. You're just lucky I'm here to correct. You're just lucky I was here to fix your tiny error.
Yeah, White Fountain went P12, as Nick's gone 7th.
Here comes Dainstar on his final flying lap. They turn 1 now. Here comes the tow up up the main DRS straight. So Nick will peel off to the side now. Here comes down, braking into turn 3. Clean on the exit there. So Saltbear moving out of his way. So Dainstar, what is the split going to be at the end of sector 2? Now braking into turn 4. Gets that outside curb nicely. A little lockup. Doesn't touch the outside curb. Power down towards turn 5. Hooking over that outside curb. We're getting it nice and easy over that inside curve, then back on to the curve on the exit, then flicking it left, carrying as much speed as you dare through these next set of corners now. It's gonna have to be absolute flying through here. Well, here he comes now, flying out of the final corner. Is it gonna be pole for Dane? No, it is not. He is gonna have to settle for P3. As next across the line, I believe everybody has finished.
Yeah, Nick's out of fuel. Wait, there's a Ferrari, I believe. Oh no, that's just the AI. No, it's Miss M. Pricey is still on a lap, but he doesn't. Yeah, I think that's everyone finished. Oh no, we've got a Salty Bear. But he's going very slow.
He's trying to fuel maybe? Or he's just keeping it out of the way?
Yeah, we're just waiting for him to finish.
We'll just wait for him to come across the line. It's just having a quick check with the wind damage. What's going on here? The AI's caused a bit of a car park. On start finish straight with key pointing the wrong way.
Oh god.
What's going on there, AI? So the AI on this game continuing to show why it's the absolute pinnacle of AI in an F1 game of all time.
So there is the qualifying finished and done for round 5 in One Hub Racing for season 18 in Austria. Taking pole position in the Williams is Ver Martin with a 1-2-4. Then we have Chris in P2 with a 1-2-5. Then rounding off the top 3 is Dainstar 94 with a 1-2-6 in the Mercedes. Then we have Van Hanen in the Haas with a 1-2-8. Then 5th is Don de Boer, the Red Bull in 5th with a 1-2-8. Then in 6th we have Corey, the Renault driver, in with a 1-2-9. Then we've got Flows in. Oh, I didn't get the rest.
It's alright, you can have us a quick. I'll run through the grid quickly for us on the formation lap. Yes.
While we are on the formation lap as well, all tiers in One Hub Racing this season are used with TAS, which is a telemetry system supported by TAS Tierbold. It gives onboard data to the drivers of considering overtakes, their fastest lap times, their sector times. It's like the onboard dashboard from the game, but more expanded. It is used across all the tiers for commentators to use, and the drivers get it at the end of each race as well.
Yep, as we're still waiting, as everybody has been well behaved and waited for their tier coordinator to tell them to ready up. So yeah, everybody on their best behaviour this week after. You get the occasional person who readies up before their tier coordinator tells them, but usually everybody does it. Usually everybody's very patient on the grid, waiting for them as we're about to get the formation lap underway any minute now.
Yeah, we won't have a prospect moment.
I will quickly run you through the grid. Martin on pole, Chris in the Ferrari in second, Dainstar in the Mercedes third, Vahanen in the Haas fourth, Don de Boer in the Red Bulls fifth, Corey in the Renault sixth, Reflow in the other Red Bull 7th, Nick in the other Mercedes in 8th, Scorpion in 9th in his Ferrari. Keane rounds out the top 10 in the McLaren. Salty Bear just behind him in the Renault, with White Fountain, Lukey, Keane, Pricey making up the taking you up 15th with Vitinho, Riley Buys, Toma and Rimpey rounding off the grid. And
so they are.
I just want to give a quick thank you to our sponsors again. Next Level Racing, who sponsor us. Liam RBS, who is our trophy sponsor. 3M Sim Racing, who give a free pair of sim racing gloves to the driver with the most pole positions and fastest lap, as well as ERT, who partner the Go and Gets Tough award, Vesper team, who support our championship prizes, and our collaboration with Time to Print, where you get 20% off this week's track on their store by using the code 100. Big thank you to all of them for sponsoring this amazing league and giving these helping these drivers giving these drivers something to fight for every week. So we wouldn't really be here if it wasn't for you. So a big thank you again.
Yeah.
Martin from the final corner.
So just before we also get underway, also coming this Saturday as a one-off event that has come back due to popular demand, One Hub Racing is going to be doing another ACC event at Saturday 4 PM, which will be live and streamed with commentators at 4 PM. So if you do like Assetto Corsa Competizione, if I've said that right, then do check out the stream and follow all the action. That I think that'll be on Twitch. It will be. So as now we are waiting for the famous 5 red lights, as we know in the F1, we'll just wait for them to, as 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. We just wait for the telemetry from the drivers, and it's lights out and away we go at the Austrian Grand Prix in One Hub Racing for round 5. Martin gets a good start into turn 1, but it looks like Chris is battling already, as there's a virtual safety car already on lap 1. So what has happened to Corey on lap 1? So we are under virtual safety car rules.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but I must say I'm very impressed so far with Rimpey, who has gone from P17 on track to first on track back to P17 in the space of 5 seconds. So
wow,
fair play to him.
Yeah, obviously I can't really see the leaderboard at the moment because mine's playing up a bit, but fantastic from Rimpey to go from DSQ'd in the qualifying to up that far.
It's back down to P18 at the moment, so it was the game playing tricks on her.
Yeah, a few drivers have already got warnings, well, pens already, so that's not going to be Scorpion. No, Key's got a 5-second penalty. The only Tama has got a 5, and Riley's got a 10-second penalty. So I wonder if he was involved in the incident with Corey. So a bit of McLaren versus Renault there. As this Sector 3 incident, oh, I think that's Riley. Yeah, Riley has DNF'd. So I wonder.
3 drivers down in the space of 2 laps, really.
Oh, there's a little bit of battles going into turn 2 and 3 with the DRS, as they've all got DRS. Wow, there's a battle here for the top 10. As Assault Bear goes down the inside, he's going to have a look. Has he got the move done? He's going to fight all the way. But it looks like Lukey's going to fight it back. Alfa Romeo versus Renault. But you've also got Pricey as well on this train as well. Oh, Pricey has been spun, I think. Sector 2 and Sector 3 yellow flags. I think the dirty air was not his friend, as Salty Bear gets the move done for P11. Sector 3 yellow flags again. Wow, what an action-packed 3 laps we've had so far. As also Nick's got himself up to P6. So he's on that charge for that podium.
having a quick look. So you've got Thomas and Kian going side by side into turn 3. Kian up the inside in the Williams on those soft tyres. Will he get the move done though? Doesn't look like it, as Thomas does have the DRS as well, so unless he decides to send it, which he will, he's gone up the inside into turn 4, but Thomas is fighting back, but Kian has got the move done, it looks like, so some good racing between those two, and well, with the battle of the Mercedes customer cars.
Yeah.
A bit further up the grid, you've got Verheyen all over the back of Dainstar at the moment. So he's about 3.5 times back from Dainstar.
Is Verheyen going to go for it?
Yeah, he's too far back. But the only reason he can't really get past because Dainstar. And speaking of these two, here we go, Ferrari versus Williams. Into turn 3, Chris up the inside cleanly. No contact made, whereas Chris is going to power this then. Look like a bit of wheel banging going down the straight.
Oh, Dainstar's going to go.
So here from Dainstar now, up the inside. So bold move from Dainstar here, and he has got the lead with the race at the moment. Chris will not send it back up his inside. What a move from Dainstar that was.
Yeah, late on the brakes.
Thinking about just Chris and Martin going side by side. The battle between the Williams and the Ferraris. It's been a while since we've seen one of those. So
yeah. I am just riding on board with 4th place Verheyen. He's quite close to Martin. He's going to get DRS. Is he going to go for it?
It's not close enough. Turn 1 isn't really the best overtaking spot unless you are side by side with the car ahead. It's most realistically gonna be into turn 3 where we are going to now as Dainstar goes defensive against Chris. Will Chris go for the switchback? No, Dainstar parks it on the apex and gets a good exit, but Chris will have the DRS going down towards turn 4 now. But is he close enough to have a dive? He thinks better of it, and Dainstar holds on to the lead going into sector 2. As Nick is now up to P5 having a battle with Don de Boer now. Side by side through turn 5, Nick gets a better run around the outside and Don de Boer does have the back out. So Nick flying through the field at the moment. So well, fair play to Nick as Verheyen is currently sizing up Martin now. Into the final corner we go. As Reflow picks up a 3-second time penalty, that would be for track extending and corner cutting. As we've got Chris and Dane now about to go side by side. Chris does look close enough to have a go at Dainstar if he does want to. So here we go, Dainstar parks it again, but Chris tries to feint a move up the inside. Martin's now trying to go around the outside of Chris now, so that compromise entry has really pushed him back into the clutches of Martin now, so Chris is going to have to go defensive. Dainstar locks up again, but he can use this to his advantage and pull away while the Ferrari and the Williams battle away behind him. But Martin up the inside through turn 5 gets the move done now. But Chris not giving in, sitting on his gearbox basically through turn 6 and 7. Now up towards the final 2 corners we go. We go on board with Verheyen and watch this unfold as he breaks a little bit early so he doesn't get to make any contact with these guys ahead of him. So here we go, we have a possible 3-way battle for the lead going on here. So Dainstar's going to really be watching his rearview mirrors going up this straight now.
Yeah.
Nick is also involved as well.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting fight with a lot of different manufacturers. We've got a bit of Mercedes, Haas, Ferrari, Williams. So it's definitely all fights, not just for the drivers, but for the constructors as well. So
Mercedes looking the big gainer so far in Austria, but it's still all to play for. We still have another 29 laps or so to go. So so don't quote me on that because maths is not usually my strong suit as the Red Bulls have switched, so
Yeah, I was just
the board might have a bit of a problem or something. Maybe the pace just isn't there for him as he's now got the Ferrari with Scorpion on his gearbox. He's going to have to watch out for him now. As if Verheyen all over the back of the Ferrari ahead of him. These guys seem to be the closest out of the top four. Still unable to get away past Danestar. This is like 2014. You have the Williams here at the front again.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. So
it's been a while since the Williams this far near the front.
Yeah, the soft tyres will start to go off soon as well, but the drivers have got to do the league rule of the mandatory two-stop, so obviously some drivers will do the soft, medium, medium, or they can go for the soft, medium, soft, or they can even use the hard tyres if they want. Not recommended, as they are quite slower than the mediums and the softs, so we will see. So, oh, as Danestar I think has gone in. Danestar has pitted on lap 8.
And Chris follows him in. Reflows followed both of them in now, so will either of them get held in the pits now as Keys just come past. So they're going soft, medium, soft it appears. So here we go, Chris and Danes. We're about to have another squabble on track again now. So we'll have to pay attention to these guys now, as Chris has now got his chance at redemption and getting back past Danestar.
Yeah, it's going to be a definitely interesting one between, I think, Danestar and Chris. Also, you can't count out Flows, who's gone on the soft tyre, so he's going to be quicker of the three of them. So, as Martin has taken the race lead with Verheyen in P2, and Nick is rounding off the top three in the Mercedes. So let's see if they do pit.
And Verheyen and Nick in as well, followed by Don de Boer and Scorpion. White Fountain continues on his medium tyres.
Also, just to point out, Verheyen got a 5 second grid penalty. No, 5 seconds for the speeding in the pit lane. So that's gonna come at the end.
Or is it just a normal penalty?
I think
Lukey all over the back of White Fountain for, well, the race lead, but Danestar is in the provisional race lead as Nick has split both Danestar and Chris.
Oh, I won't want to be in between them.
Reflow's up the inside of Chris. Those soft tyres. Reflow looking very racy at the moment on his fresh softs compared to these guys on their mediums. As White Fountain holds on to the race lead from Lukey, it seems. But Lukey will have another bite of the cherry this time around as they're coming through the last two corners. They've also got Kean behind, who I imagine will be pulling into the pits. As he pulls into the pits, just as I predicted, this lap, releasing Toma and Rimpe onto the back of these guys. So White Fountain has about a 5/10 gap to Lukey behind. So Lukey's really going to have to use a lot of ERS if he wants to get this overtake done into turn 3. As White Fountain has been very strong on the run for turn 4, he's not close enough. So he has to hope for a mistake as White Fountain doesn't get the best of runs this time. So here comes Lukey, it appears. He's going to go round the outside into turn 4 now. Who will blink first? Who will get the move done as White Fountain squeezes him out, and that pushes him back into Toma, who's on the back of both of these guys, just waiting for one of them to make a mistake or for both of them to even make contact. As further down the field, Don de Boer's got past Chris as well now, so Chris dropping even further back from Danestar. He's got 3 cars in between him and that Red Bull driver as Nick picks up his first penalty of the evening. We've got Lukey and White Fountain squabbling away with Toma behind them, and Rimpe just waiting for one of them to make a mistake.
yeah, as the only Tomar is now on the back of Lukey. He's going to go for it, I think, into turn 2 and 3. He's going to go down the inside. He's going to get a little bit of better traction. He's going to get DRS again. Is he going to go for it into turn 4? But Lukey is on... Well, he was. He got the door closed on him by White Fountain. I think he's going to go for it again. Maybe not into turn 5.
Gone to go past Nick there. So these Red Bulls on the softs looking mighty quick at the moment, but Danestar seems to be able to keep a comfortable gap at the moment to Reflow. But we'll see how long he can hold them off on those softs. So if he holds them off just that little bit longer for a few more laps, the softs will go off.
All sector 2
gaining on Martin. As Martin has really inherited, well, I believe actually no, Verheyen has inherited the net race leaders. Both of these guys' pit boxes were further down the pit lane than the likes of Danestar and Chris, who probably got held in the pits by guys coming in. So,
sorry to interrupt you there. I think Rimple was gonna go for a move on the only Tamar, but backed out of it as his yellow flag. Oh, that's now cleared.
It was Key who has spun through the last corner, I believe, has front wing damage. Yeah, he has a bit of end plate missing, so that could be Key's race over unless just a late race safety car, as Lukey now going round the outside of White Fountain through the second to last corner. He has got the move done, but White Fountain will have the DRS. Somebody has gone off exploring in the background with this 4-car train with Verheyen, Martin and Danestar chasing them down.
Oh, White Fountain's gone into the wall. I think he got a little bit too close and got the dirty air and is in the wall. So sector 1, yellow flag.
Looking at this battle at the moment. If Lukey plays his cards right here, he could back Tom.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you there. The Tomar is going to go... He looked to go around the outside into turn 4, but couldn't get the move done. He is in a bit of an Alfa Romeo sandwich at the moment, as Key has retired. Safety car! There is a safety car on lap 14, so the drivers can make a pit stop but won't lose as much time. So, their medium runners, are they going to pit?
I imagine they will be pitting, as I'm not quite sure where Key's car has stopped. If he has returned on track, then he could be in trouble with the stewards for that, because it is in the rules that you're not allowed to stop to retire on track. You need to go into the pits first. So Lukey, Toma and Rimpe as well. Verheyen also in.
Yeah,
so these guys all getting
Tomars.
their second pit stop out of this. So if they go to mediums, they could probably get them to the end. Martin goes on hards though. Verheyen also going hard, so they're not taking the risk of trying to stretch mediums or try to play it safe on the hard tyres. So these guys... Oh, Nick has been disqualified for ignoring yellow flags apparently.
Oh dear. That's not gonna... Yeah. I didn't quite see what happened, but Nick has been DSQ'd, his race is over. So I wonder if that's a safety car that has slowed completely down. But we have a Ferrari 1-2. So
because neither of the Ferraris stopped, so...
No. They are on fresher mediums.
But the likes of Martin, Danestar, Reflow and Verheyen, all behind them, have got their second stops out of the way and they can go to the end of the race. Basically everyone from 7th to 15th have all completed the 2-stop, so they can all go to the end of the race basically.
So we're just under the safety car. Oh, as someone is now into the pits, which would be White Fountain. Hopefully he doesn't get DSQ'd because he's actually in front of the safety car.
We'll find out in a minute. White Fountain has not been disqualified.
So that's thank God that didn't.
Taking mercy on White Fountain.
Yeah, unfortunate there for Nick because he was leading the race. So, but we will restart eventually with the two Ferraris. So this is going to be quite tactical for the Ferraris because do they let one go in front of the other on the safety restart?
I imagine they might use Scorpion as a buffer to let Chris pull away.
Yeah.
But looking at it from the comms perspective, safety car is in this lap, by the way. Yeah, but just looking at this from our perspective, it appears the Ferraris have made the wrong strategy call. As all the rest of these guys can go to the end if they wanted to. Well, most of them can go to the end if they wanted to. So I'm not sure what's happening with these guys. So could this be, could it be another Ferrari master strategy, or could it just be another your average Ferrari strategy from real life?
Yeah, which plan is it? Is it plan A, B, C? Oh, Danestar's got a 5-second penalty for collision with Flo.
Yeah, it'll be one of those normal penalties you get where you just lightly graze someone's wheel and the game classifies that as a severe collision.
Oh, as Lukey goes down the inside of Scorpion Hun, they're having a little bit of battle in turn 2 and 3. As Luke is going to go and try to go for the race lead as he goes down the inside of Chris into turn 4. He's already got the move done, no sweat there from the Alfa Romeo driver. What a fantastic restart from Lukey. He's overtaken both Ferraris within 4 corners.
Yep, absolutely blinding restart from Lukey there. And I believe he has made... No, he has not made 2 stops, or has he? No, he's not. So he has also got to stop again, Lukey. So at the moment, the net race leader would be Martin, followed by Danestar.
Yeah, so I think Luke... Oh, yellow flag, sector 3. That's a Red Bull in the pits. So I don't know why that's caused the yellow flag. That's reflows in the pits. I think he might have had some damage. He's gone for another set of soft. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did have damage, and it was a stop goal as well, I think.
So Lukey has pulled that gap of 1.3 as Van Halen gets a 3-second time penalty. So track limits not being the driver's best friend this evening.
Yeah, Nick saying in the chat that he got the message, well, when he went past the safety car, he got told to drop back behind the safety car, and as he's tried to do that, the game's disqualified him.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's so unlucky.
So he's left the session. I'm surprised he hasn't stayed in to give his teammate a bit of a helping hand.
Yeah.
But at the moment, it doesn't look like Dane will need it, as he's on the back of Martin on the run up the hill. Will he get the move done? Martin has a little bit more straight line speed, obviously, but it doesn't matter as Dane's up the inside. Scorpion drops back behind Rimpey ahead. Dane giving Martin a bit of a squeeze, but he gets the move done. So at the moment, Dane appears to be the net race leader as Thomas has got past Chris in the Ferrari. So the Ferrari's dropping back. Martin tries to fight back around the outside, but doesn't have the momentum to sweep around the outside of that Mercedes. So at the moment, So on this, after the safety car restart, going on to lap 20, Luki leads the race, followed by Toma, Chris, Rimpe, Scorpion, Dane Mark, and Reef Robin 15th.
Definitely been an interesting race in round 5 of the One Hub Racing Season 18 race in Austria. So it's definitely going to be a last cracker of 16 laps left, if my maths are right. Sector 2. Yeah, oh, another safety car. Reflows has retired. So we're under safety car again. Please don't DSQ another driver. As Rimpy gets a 5 second, I think. And what's the most hurting thing is Lukey's just pitted, I think, not long ago. And he went for the softs. The same as the only Tamar.
Well, he has got another free pit stop.
Yeah.
So he has pulled a bit of a gap so he doesn't get held up in the pits by Toma and a racing Ford. But I believe his garage is a bit further down the pit lane.
He's coming in. He'll probably go for the mediums, I suspect.
Yeah, mediums to the end.
The top 3 are in.
Lap 20, that's about the normal time you'd stop. Around about now for mediums, really. That's his end, and the tyres have changed without any issues. Another set of softs. Interesting, he's going to try and stretch these soft 16 laps. No, he has gone mediums. The game's saying he's on softs for some reason.
No, he is on softs. My game is showing soft tyres. He is on the soft compound tyre. I think he's more thinking, yeah. I think also with Lukey, he's expecting the safety car to be out 3-4 laps, so that 16 laps left reduces it to 12-13.
The softs can go 16 laps around Austria though. That is the estimated tyre life, I believe, is 16 laps, and medium is 21 laps.
But yeah,
so
also
neither Scorpion or Rimpy came in.
No, but what a race from Rimpy. DSQ'd in qualifying, now to leading the race. He is, yeah. He might make it now.
He's an early contender for driver of the day after his comeback. He's not coming in. I believe, well, it is really a bit silly coming into the pits when everybody's bunched up behind the safety car.
Yeah, he'd drop all the way down to P14. So he may pit after.
He could, but then again everyone would be too close together and he would drop to the back of the field and he wouldn't have a chance to catch back up. But at the moment, Dane looking set to take the race victory at the moment. The safety car is going to do his tyres the world of good. He would have probably had to go around 20 laps on these tyres, so having 5-6 laps under safety, well, yeah, about 3 or 4 laps on the safety car is going to help his tyre wear quite a lot. As well as a few other guys, well, the other medium runners like Dom de Boer. His medium tests are going to last a lot longer now.
Safety car is in.
Haha, beat you to it.
But don't forget, Dainstar and Van Hanen have got penalties. Scorpion doesn't.
Scorpion has to pit again.
Yeah, true. But can he create that gap though? That's the thing.
Well, Scorpion's on about 6 lap older tyres as well, so I doubt he will be able to create a gap. As Lukey bunches up the field for the safety car.
Don't you mean Rimpy, not Lukey?
Oh, yeah, yes, Rimpy. I keep getting mixed up because the names sound the same at the end. Rimpy leading us round the second to last corner, not booting it yet. Through the last corner now, he's flooring it now. Will Scorpion be able to get a run on him? Will Dane be able to get a run on Scorpion? Doesn't look like there's any movement yet, but a bit further back we've got Keane and Pricey having a bit of squabble salted there, but going up the hill now. Scorpion using all of his ERS to catch Rimpey, but Dane behind, waiting to see if anything happens, not using any ERS. Scorpion's still stuck behind that Alfa Romeo as Duntmore picks up a penalty now. That could be crucial come the end of the race, as Heynen using his ERS to catch up to Dainstar. Dainstar not phased by it, the Haas behind him at all, it appears, as Thomas and Whitefountain having a bit of a battle now. Over 8th place, Thomas sticking in there on his inside. As Whitefountain leaves the space, but Whitefountain will get a better run around the outside now through the final corner. Scorpion dropping out with the DRS range of that Alfa Romeo in front of him, and further into the clutches of Dainstar behind, who really just has to be patient now and to wait for that Ferrari to pit. As Vitinho picks up a penalty, he was one of the only ones in the top 5 without a penalty there, so if he didn't manage to keep it penalty free, could have possibly been in for a race victory, but looking unlikely now. Not much movement in the field as nobody's really close.
Oh, we've got Dondabor up the inside. We've got, sorry to interrupt you there, Lukey has just gone and done a potential double overtake on, I think it's Dondabor and Vitinho. As Vitinho and Lukey, no, Lukey's already got the move done, but we've got side by side out of turn 4, we have Dondabor and the only Tomar. They're going to carry that battle into turn 5, but it looks like the only Tomar has got the move done. But is Chris going to get on the back of this train as well? It looks to be. There seems to be a 5 or 6 car train for P7.
Yep, as I believe DRS will be enabled this lap now as Whitefountain picks up the penalty. Has DRS been enabled? That's the question. Yes, it has, on board with Dainstar now, as he's about 2.5 turns behind Scorpion going up the hill. This should be a relatively easy overtake for Dainstar with the DRS and his overtake mode engaged. Gets the move done before the corner basically. Scorpion not really able to fight back now.
All sector 2 yellow flags. I think that's a Renault of a Salty Bear.
Salty Bear, but no damage. It might have just been a half spin or something. So still got 14 runners out of the 19 who started tonight's race, as Chris and Dondabor battling away now in 8th and 9th with Martin on the back of them. Here comes Martin round the outside of Chris through turn 6. What a move there by the Dutchman. Dondabor has his sights set on Vitinho in front of him in the AlphaTauri. So will there be a bit of team orders between the main team? Oh, it's Dondabor spot! Had a half spin and is off into the wall there. As Martin is out of the race.
And there's a VSC. So is anybody gonna pit under it? Oh no, they've all. It's just the Salty Bear.
He was the only one who was really able to pit. He has gone soft, but he has to replace his front wing, so he does have a bit of damage, it seems.
The Salty Bear's left the session. He's lagged.
It's very unfortunate for him then, because he looks to be in a good position though. But Rimpey still holding on to the lead of this race. Will he stop now for a fresh set of soft tyres?
DRS is now enabled and we are back under racing. I'm just going to see if he's going to pit.
At the moment we've got Lukey on the back of the Heyman now through the last 2 corners. Nobody's stopping now. We've got 10 laps to go. Scorpion dropping back. Into the Heyman now. The Heyman won't get him into turn 1, but it will get it done up the hill, surely. Scorpion gets a good run, but he isn't far enough away to stop this charging Haas car behind him from getting past it, looks like. As Vehenen goes to the outside, It's like a clean move around the outside. Verheyen gets good traction and the move is done around the outside. So he can get up the road after Dainstar for this race win.
Yeah, it'll be definitely interesting as there's a safety car again. The third safety car of this race. I believe that's a Salty Bear.
I don't know.
No,
I don't think
what's
it will
caused
be.
the safety car?
I
didn't know that.
I think
Yeah.
Salty Bear's AI might be going slowly.
So this is actually played into Scorpion's hands because he can pit and he won't lose as much time.
Well, it plays into Rimpe's hands as well. He's in. So these guys who had to stop one more time, this has made things very interesting as Dainstar and Verheyen keep on going. Chris now back up to 5th in his Ferrari. Looks like everyone from Dondeboord down has stopped for fresh soft tyres, so it'll be very interesting to see where these guys end up at come the end of this race.
Yeah, especially with all the penalties, because some drivers have still not got the penalty, like Scorpion Hunt, Rimpey and Chris either, so they could, with the last 6 to 8 laps left, get themselves up close to someone who has got a penalty and jump them because of the penalties. So Scorpion could still get further up, or Rimpey could still get further up.
I just want to point out to you that Chris doesn't have any penalties, so he's just close enough to these guys. He could win this race. So you could be correct about a Ferrari winning, but you might not get the right one.
Unfortunately, that might be true.
I mean, you get half the points. So
we'll just wait
half
for
the points for your prediction.
yeah. How long will this safety car stay out though? It's just Chris.
Yeah, I think it'll come in either this lap or next lap because everyone's back behind the safety car apart from Salty Bear, who I believe might still be an AI.
He's not in the session.
An AI. So with, 7 laps to go, I'll run you through the grid order before the safety car comes in, either this lap. But let me run you through the grid. Dainstar leads the way with Verheyen close behind, Toma behind them in 3rd, with Vitinho chasing him down. And you've got Chris, White Fountain, Kian, Dondeboord, Scorpion, Rimpey, Pricey, Lucky and Salty Bear.
I think we will get back under racing on lap 30.
Yeah, we've got
safety car's in.
It's in this lap. So that was a bit of a late call than usual. You usually get it around turn 4, it tells you, but this was a late call from from race control.
So we'll get back on to racing. Safety car's back out. Is it? Or no? It's just come back. Yep, it's pulled in, so when will Dainstar put his foot down on that pedal? He's still waiting.
Yeah, it's going now.
He's left it late, but he's gone.
He's going right to
Sector 3 again. Don't give us.
In the pits. White Fountain's in the pits.
Is anyone going to get the move?
Doesn't look like it. Dondeboord has left the session, so he's lagged out. As Pricey picks up a penalty for ignoring yellow flags. Bit strange why that couldn't happen to Nick. He got disqualified for it.
Wow, Salty Bear's car is up to P10. His AI is up to P10. Nobody has gone for the move at the moment. They've got 6 laps to do it if they want. Oh, a little bit of a tap from pricey on the new Williams driver of Kian.
I was about to point that out, but you beat me to it there, so you must be reading my mind at the moment.
They are going to fight, I think, the next lap 31. I think Pricey may go for the overtake.
Didn't start pulling the bell, so at the moment. But the hair is sticking in there.
Them new fresh softs will definitely get them up a few places.
Yep, as we've got Pricey gaining on the back of Kian now. Right, here we go. Out turn 3. Will he use the overtake mode? Yes, he will. Is he close enough for a dive? At turn 4, I believe he is. He is gaining. Will he go for the move? No, he sticks behind the Williams. A little bit of tap on the rear end, but he's got better traction. So maybe if the Williams goes defensive, he can get a move done possibly. So he's going to try and slide it up the inside. Got so much more speed through these corners than that Williams on those mediums. Here he goes now. Out of turn 7, Keane just cuts across him there. Surely not. And at turn 8, he's up the inside into the second to last corner. Through the last corner now, side by side. Gets the move done as DRS is enabled, so that pushes Keane back into. Oh, that's very dicey between Keane and Pricey at the moment. So whatever way they go, the other's moving across to block them. As Scorpion's going to have the run on Keane now, as Lukey now has the run on both of them, and could also have a run on Pricey here. So what a move by Lukey. That's 2 in 1. As Chris is now fending off the tin hole behind in the AlphaTauri. Pricey stalking these guys and Lukey not far behind him either.
What a race so far. 4 laps left. A lot of drivers with penalties, so anything can happen. At the moment, if Chris keeps pushing, he's going to get the provisional race win because he's got no penalties. As there's a little bit of a battle. I think Pricey's in the wall. He's spun.
That was a bit of an aggressive nudge from the tin hole, but I don't think it was an intentional one. But here comes Lukey. Could Lukey be in contention for a race win here? If he plays his cards right.
He has got pens. So, Sector 3, yellow flags.
Looks like through the last corner, so another one added to that wall on the exit at the final corner. It's claimed quite a few people today. It's Lukey's all over the back of the tin hole now. The tin hole does have DRS. Offer Chris ahead of him. But Lukey behind, trying to look up the inside. He doesn't at turn 4. It's going to get better traction now, but Vitino is not giving in, is he? Yep. Vitino trying to sneak it back up the inside, but Lukey does have the better traction and the better tyres. Now he's off to catch the senior Ferrari ahead of him. So we have another situation of junior team versus senior team, but this time it's the junior team hunting down the senior team. As Rimpey now past Vitino. So we've got the Alfa Romeos in 5th and 6th, so they're looking very strong at the moment, picking up good points.
Sorry to interrupt you there. Vitinho is, I think, got the move done back on Rimpey. So Rimpey will get the DRS into turn 3.
Nudge. Yeah, but he's going to get him on the exit now. Here comes Rimpey now. He's going to go round the outside into turn 4. It's the move done before the corner though. So the Alfa Romeo is back into 5th and 6th, but Lukey hunting down Chris in that Ferrari. Looking ahead, Thomas about 3 tenths back from Bahena, who's still struggling to really catch up to the back of the Mercedes of Dainstar, who looks pretty comfortable at the moment, unless he makes any mistakes. And it doesn't look like it as he pulls further and further away from Bahena. Thomas getting closer and closer to Bahena at the moment.
This is going to be a very close finish.
Up the hill. Will Thomas have enough overspeed to get the move done? Yes, he will. He's going to go round the outside, enter turn 3. Will he get the move done? Oh, Verheyen giving him a bit of a squeeze, but Thomas does have the better traction. But Verheyen not giving in at the moment. But will he send it back up the inside? No, he won't. So Thomas looks to be, if anyone looks to, well, it's going to beat Dainstar tonight. It's going to have to be Thomas. He has fresher tyres. He's got past the Haas. Let's see if he can put the pressure on Dainstar with 2 laps to go now. If he's going to make a move, it has to be very, very soon. So keep your eyes peeled on this battle as through the last 2 corners they go. Dainstar looks so quick through these last 2 corners compared to Thomas, but he will have the DRS. He's got no ERS left though, Thomas. He's used it all. So he's going to have to set it up for either the end of the, well, the start of the next lap, really.
Well, this is the last lap.
Oh, well, it's going to have to be at some point in this lap.
He's going to get DRS. As Lukey is over.
Past Chris.
So it's now or never for the only Thomas to really close that gap into turn 4 on the last lap. It's Mercedes versus, well, we wouldn't say second Mercedes, Racing Point. And then we've got, as Chris has got a 3-second time penalty. So this potentially puts Rimpey in a podium position. So
what's
the driver that
to the leader from Rimpey is about,
as Dainstar now comes round the final 2 corners, he's going to take the provisional win in round 5 in Austria for the Mercedes. He drops to P3. Is he going to drop any further?
Thomas has taken the lead. He's taken the race 1 here. Rimpey just missing out on his podium there. But overall, great drive from these guys as Salty Bear's AI car has crossed the line in P10. Here comes White Fountain now. Probably will get the fastest lap outside of the top 10 as he comes across the line in P11. So more points for the AlphaTauri team tonight.
What a race. What a race of 36. As the Thomas, well, the only Thomas, gets driver of the day from the game. So we'll just wait for the provisional race classification as the Racing Point driver of the only Thomas takes the provisional win in the precision tier for round 5, with Verheyen taking P2 for the Haas and Dainstar rounding off the top 3 with the Mercedes car in P3. What a race in Austria.
I have no words to describe that. I feel sorry for the stewards who are going to have to look at that race now.
So, after all the safety cars, all the virtual safety cars, it's the only Thomas who takes the provisional race win in the One Hub Racing round 5 in Austria, with Verheyen taking P2, Dainstar taking P3, and that is your top 3. Who is your driver of the day for today, Liam?
I'm going to give my driver of the day to Rimpey. And my question to Rimpey will be, well, after qualifying, did you really see yourself ending up this far up the grid? And I will now, and who would you say is your driver of the day then?
Yeah, my driver of the day, I think I'm going to give it to the only Thomas. He started P18 and took the race win. My question to him is, knowing that you started P18 in Austria, knowing it as a short track, did you even see a top 5 or even a podium, let alone take the race win? So that's the driver of the day's done, and the questions for both the drivers, which is from myself and Liam. So another race done in the precision tier for One Hub Racing in season 18. We are off to Spain in Catalonia for round 6. Looking forward to that one, Liam?
Yeah, I think it'll be an interesting one, but I'm not expecting too much from the track anyway, because we all know Spain isn't the best of tracks, but knowing these guys, they'll find a way to make it entertaining for us.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's another precision tier race done in One Hub Racing. So if you do want to keep up to date with all of One Hub's content, then you can check them on Twitter at One Hub Racing, or you can like and subscribe to them on their YouTube channel at One Hub Racing, or you can even follow them on Twitch as well. So they will be back tomorrow, I believe, with the ACC event, which is the GT3 cars around the Temple of Speed at Monza at 4 p.m, with 20 drivers hopefully taking to the track. But we'll be back Friday with another precision tier, and One Hub will be back on Friday as well at 6 p.m. BST time for the round 6 with the Spanish Grand Prix. It's good night from myself and good night from Liam.